Up to Luca, stretch pass across to the left side. Mitchell King picks it up, tries to pull it inside. Barmer steps up to him, gets body positioning. Jones picks up the loose puck, circles away, banks it off the boards into neutral ice. Gets a tap on the puck, but it's retrieved by Watkins. Tom taps it back on the backhand onto the left side. He's sent himself out with Joe Aston and Mitchell King. Now, Swindon go for a shot, takes a deflection off the leg pad. Danny Rose clicks the puck off the boards in front of the bench, drops down into the defensive zone. Nettershell banks it up off the boards. Intercepted well from Mitchell King, taps it forwards. And a drive-in offsides called. The shot's released by Brodie Jesson, and one of the Swindon. Now Barmer is just locking out a little bit and exchanging a couple of words with McKinnon. Now there was what the query is from bounces over the stick out into neutral ice. So backhanded from Oliver back to Andy McKinney. He curls through the centre ice now, comes down on the right side, taps it forward, picked out of the air by Luca, gets a shot away and a catching mid save from Maher, and that's the first save that either of the netminders have had to do in the game. A nice, well delivered, executed shot from Vladimir Luca. Nice, powerful shot going for the top shelf, almost up just below the crossbar, and Maher doing the business and catching it in the catching mitt. And that was a good offensive play from that line there, Sean.
Yeah, definitely. You can see the strength in Luca. He's only got to get a slight sight of goal and he's shooting.
And he makes a play.
Missed, I think, yeah.
Sevic drives forward. Feeds the puck forward, and we're going to get a tripping penalty. So the first power play of the night, I think, is going to go against Nick Oliver for tripping. Yeah. Tigers are pressing forward now. Andy McKinney drives down the right side, carries it behind the net. McKenzie's in that slot area, gets now deep into the corner. D-to-D pass comes across. Shot comes in from Goodison. It was blocked by Swindon as pitcher gets to the puck and plays it up. The high stick penalty is called, and the Telford Tigers pick up their first power play. Puts through to the left side. Watkins finishing a hit. Whitfield passes forward. Bullis on the backhand. Now Malasinski drives in, gets a rocket of a shot away. Brad Day makes the save. The puck drops down. It's cleared out by the Tigers defenseman, but a regroup comes from Nettershell from the Swindon Wildcats. Malasinski gets in there. The body's picked out there on the point. Delivers it to the front of the net. Aston and Mitchell King look dangerous, but then the counter-attack comes the other way from the Wildcats. Get the shot away, but slightly off target and round the boards, and that probably did the Telford Tigers a favour now.
What a chance.
Tigers pick it up in the slot. Watkins plays it forward, gets a line change. Mitchell King keeps the pressure on. Nell at the top of the slot takes a deflection from the leg pad of Danny Rose, runs on to Brad Day to freeze it down. Nell's involved in a bit of a, lets it drift outside off the backhand of his stick into neutral ice, carries it back. They look to set up the play, but now the Telford Tigers take the opportunity. Pass through, shot comes in from Mitchell King, and Maher makes the save, deflecting the puck to the corner, and that little defensive mistake, allowing the puck into neutral ice, passing it back to your D to buy some time, gave the Telford Tigers an offensive play there that was generated by a Swindon Wildcats error. Now cut through, comes through to the centre, a walk in and a shot and goal comes from Taylor, and there's frustration from Weaver. He comes steaming through, he ties up. Weaver's not happy at all as he drives through, gets the shot away. It ricochets around and ends up in the top of the net, and the Swindon Wildcats are first on the score sheet tonight.
I think it's because 29 went across Oliver, caught him off guard, and left it open then.
Which Weaver would argue is a pick, because he could have tied up with the player, but that's within the rules of the game, and it's unfortunate that's allowed to happen. But what that did was opened up a line of sight. We mentioned getting traffic in front of the netminders. Drives forward now, tries to switch sides. Played defensively by Whitfield for the Wildcats, pass forward. Headman the puck, carry it into this end zone right in front of us. Brad Day tight on his post. Malasinski tries to walk it over. The puck's loose. It's still battling around. It was still loose as Luca backhanded it away from Brad Day. There was a lot of traffic in the net.
Yeah, I think Brad did well as well. He stayed cool in the situation when you've got three skaters piling in on you. It's hard to...
It's having the room to do what you need to. McKinney hanging onto the stick there of Whitfield now. The puck goes up and over. And look at that skate forward. Picked up in front and tapped in. Penalties coming. And let's see what he's giving. The penalty shot's been awarded. So Luca picks up a penalty shot. And there was a call for that from him. We're at 31 minutes and 6 seconds.
So are you saying he was clean through on goal?
He was clean through on goal and he was hooked up from the back, lifting the stick up. The referee puts his arm in the air for the penalty. Straight away, no questions asked, signals for the penalty shot. So now, is it Mar versus Luca?
Or is it Brad Day versus Mar?
Yeah, that I think would be a tactical surprise. Now, out he comes onto the ice, eyes down, looking. Comes in, picks the puck up, weaves left to right. Comes across the front of the puck, waits for him to drop, goes to the top shelf, tries to put it over his body, and Mar read it well, managed to save it with the top of his leg pad as he moved across.
Not like years gone by.
No. Bullis. He lays the puck up on his plate. Malasinski played into the boards by McKinney. And a penalty's been called against him from the back referee. McKinnon shakes his hand. It's boarding that's called against him.
But, yeah.
Puck drops, Swindon play it up to the point. Malasinski's in the slot area. Puck comes across Bad Day, kicks out a pad save on the left pad. Malasinski picks up the puck, lets the wrist shot go. It goes into the body of Brad Day. And there's a bit of pushing and shoving between Bullis and McKinney. Those two have had a couple of fallouts.
Wow. He's getting stuck in. Yeah. He plays.
McKinnon comes across, blocks the shot. Jones deflects the puck into the corner. McKinney pushes him into the boards. No penalties called, but there's a look back from Jones there towards the referee as if to say, really?
Yeah. I think that could have been.
Puck's in front of the net, it's loose, and Swindon get a bit of a tap to it. And pressure comes in from Luca once again, held in on the point. Shot comes in, takes a deflection, he goes up out the rink and over. And now there's a bit of pushing and shoving in the slot.
61.
Yeah, with Mackenzie.
And who's 61?
It is Godfrey and Mackenzie.
Oh, now someone else is saying now.
Well, now Andy McKinney's saying, if you want to go with me.
He didn't want to.
Yeah. Danny Rose, beautiful pass straight onto the tape of McKenzie. He makes him, takes it left and right through his legs. And what a play from Scott McKenzie onto Nethershell. And the two 77s go up against each other in the corner. Now there's pinning on the boards, the crowds, and it's getting quite physical. It's getting very tetchy. But I tell you what, you can't fault the hands of Scott McKenzie taking it through there. And Bullis and McKenzie exchanging a few words now. As we look in, it's getting very tetchy behind. It's getting very tense, very physical.
That's got to be a boarding call, surely.
But I think the reality of what we're seeing here is the passion and the desire for both teams to want to win, and it's right on the cuff. And the danger of the referees letting it go is that it could erupt, or they could get away with it, because we've got a great game of hockey that they would argue they don't want to spoil. And now there's a tripping call for the Swindon players, and now they're switching sides and the momentum. And I tell you what, the crowd are on their feet making a noise, and McKinney's going, and here we go. He throws him over the top. The referee calls the play. McKinney decides it's going to feed him, and he's already on for a penalty. Now the problem you're going to get with this, as it goes in now, we've got a real danger of whether players could get ejected from the game, and when you've got a really thin bench, you can't be going with stupid calls. You've already got a minor on McKinney, and you've also got the fact that he wanted to go and the other guy didn't. So potentially he could be going dressing room rather than penalty box. He is being directed towards the dressing room. The gate's been opened, and Andy McKinney is out the game, which could put him on a major penalty. Now, the Swindon player, Godfrey, is also out the game. Yeah. So those two penalties, if they're the same, could go as coincidental and be cancelled out. But I'm imagining, because the referee's arm was up, we'll get an instigator penalty on McKinney. We'll have a minor penalty for the Tigers to serve, and then probably 2 5-minutes for roughing, or more than that, because two
Bullis
players
was involved, wasn't he?
No, but it was, I think it was Bullis and McKinney, but then Godfrey got involved as effectively as the third guy in. Yeah. McKinney. Okay, so what's going to happen now, as the referees are discussing the calls of the penalty, what they're going to do is have a little bit of a conflab. There's only 5 seconds remaining, so the players will go to the bench and they will add the 5 seconds onto the start of the third period. Now, that can either mean 5 seconds playing in this direction, then turn around and start the third, or play a 20-minute and 5-second third period. It's not unusual to do this. You often find it as well if they ever have to clean the ice or there's blood on the ice or anything involved. But he's played a good role in the game tonight. I think my man of the match is, as we're sitting at the end of the second, is Jones for Swindon and Aston for Telford, from what I've seen so far based on the performance. Malasinski buying some time. Up to Jones. Jones across to Nell. Pulls for it back, gets the puck back. Gives it to the bottom corner. Malasinski gets the shot away. Pad save from Bradday. Drops down. Mitchell King swings at the puck, back up to Nell. Nell comes across, shoots and scores. It's a power play goal for Aaron Nell at 1 minute 35 with 36 seconds into the period. Because it's a major penalty, it has no impact on the penalty kill, but it does mean now Swindon are 2 goals up, with Nell getting a power play goal in the third period at timed at 41 minutes and 36 seconds. Just watching the execution of that on the replay there, and the shot comes in from the point, and there was a bit of inevitability about that, but Telford still got another 5 minutes 20 to kill, 3 minutes 20 of which is a major, as he was hovering in the hope to get on the puck to get the shot away. Very aggressive penalty kill from this line.
Oh, lucky.
Fielder tracks back, picks the guy up, boxes the play up, looks side to side, comes across, kept down low, trying to push across from side to side, man in front of the net, pushing and shoving, and he's, oh, the penalty's coming. Whoa. We can't be going down to 5-on-3. I mean, the player was in front of the net, the Telford defenseman ran him through, and it looks like he's going to pick up a penalty for that. Yep. Aston's putting a bit of pressure on Sevic, up to Podolski now, a drive forward now, held up on the blue line. There's a bit of collisions and driving. Great play there from Danny Rose. Look at the wheel, skating down, drives the net, shoots it, and rebound, drops down. Moore makes a save, and the penalty's coming against Swindon for slashing on the break. Danny Rose accelerates through, the grip and determination as he drives forward, gets the play, gets the shot away. It's the first time I've seen Marr cough up a rebound. The rebound drops to him, Danny Rose swings to it, Marr's got it covered. Through to Mitchell King, comes into the boards, ties in front of us. Watkins sends it round the boards. McKenzie picks it up behind the net. Got a lot of traffic in front of the net. Goes up to Weaver. Weaver lets the shot go. Puck drops down. Malasinski taps it forward. And Nell's on the break now. Nell versus Bradday. A quick skate back. Pulls it across in front of the netminder. Bradday came along. Takes the angle away. Pulls the puck round. He's got an empty net as he pulls across. And he read it well and popped it in the empty net. Bradday had no option but to take his angles down and come away to him, but he sweetly pulls the puck round on the toe of his stick onto his forehand and taps it into the empty net. And that's unfortunate that a short-handed goal is scored by the Swindon Wildcats, putting them 3-0 up on the game. Yeah. So it was kind of inevitable that those quick feet get the breakaway. Now, Goodison throws the puck across. Joe, Aston passes it back up. Goodison puts it down low. Aston picks it up in the corner. Nethershell guides him to the boards. McKenzie to Goodison, back to McKenzie, winds up, fakes, back post, shot and goal from Brody Jesson! And the teddy bear toss kicks in there as the fans throw their teddy bears onto the ice. It was a great set play. Scott McKenzie read it well, walked in, made us all think he was going to shoot. And then what happens is, as he lined up to make the shot, he passed it across to Brody Jesson. He fires it through the 5-hole as the first guy to beat Marr. And now 3-1's the score. It's a 2-1 period. And the Telford Tigers get themselves on the score sheet for the first time. And the mascots now come out onto the ice and pick up the teddy bears from the hospital teddy bear toss. All the donations going to the children's ward at the Princess Royal Hospital. And a fantastic goal. Brody Jesson getting his first goal for the Tigers since his return back into the lineup. Puck goes up to the point, backhanded down from Smith. Telford walking out now. Joe Aston pulls round to the right wing, leans through, and a great stick check. And a penalty. Now, I can see why that...
Got to be.
Listen. That's the rule. So the definition of that is, well, Barmer sends it round the boards, but now it's been picked up and played. Shot comes in this time, and Jesson and a late play comes in from Luca. He's very... and a shot comes in. A broken stick from the defenseman. He has no choice but to drop it from the forward coming in. But a great play from Luca there. Really pressure in the play, getting the shot away. And he's really unfortunate not to clock one up the way he's been playing the game tonight. A drive forward now from the Tigers. Mitchell King picks it up, plays it through to Aston. Doesn't connect with the stick. Aston picks it up out the corner, switches sides, trying to feed it through to Mitchell King. Aston still got it, taps it forward with his skate, gets it on his stick, gets a shot away. Marr gets his catching mitt to it, doesn't hold on to it, drops down to Mitchell King, across to Stephen Ballagall! Brandon Anderson on the back right-hand post, picked up by McKinnon, looks to set the shot, passes it to the back post and pops it in behind the netminder. And now, stand by Telford. With 5 minutes and 3 seconds left to play, the Telford Tigers bring it back to 3-2 with Brandon Anderson with his first D1 goal scored as a back post goal from McKinnon, shooting it down from the point to the back post where Anderson's stick was on the ice, putting it in the back of the net for a goal for the Telford Tigers. 3-2 the scoreline.
So, quite a tough. I think I've got to start with how does it feel to be back playing?
I enjoyed it. It was hard to get going at first, and you don't have that first step speed or the first touch that you'd want or have had in the past. But I can compete. I battled the last 60 minutes, but not about me. It's about the team and trying to help the team if I can, and I felt I could. And unfortunately, we've had a really combative effort by everybody this weekend, and you know what? Unfortunately, we've just fallen short.
And it's been a very tough weekend, hasn't it? You've got players on international duty, you've got players in out on injuries, you've got players picking up injuries last night, you've got players ejected from the game. It's really put the pressure on, but I think you have to take from this as well the opportunities that some of the D2 guys got coming out and really threw everything at the game tonight.
We've got a lot of depth. When we've got a healthy squad, we've got a lot of depth. I don't think there's many teams could manage with 7 guys out their lineup and be as competitive perhaps as we are. Credit to our depth guys, have come in and had a tremendous weekend. Brody had a good game last night, played real strong again today. Great to see Brandon last night and him to get some really solid minutes. Again, he was really impressive at times. And you know what, he was rewarded with a nice finish tonight and got us kind of back in touching distance for the last 6 or 7 minutes. So yeah, it's great that those guys have made themselves available when we've been in need. Really appreciate that.
And it was quite a tough game, and you neutralised Swindon incredibly effectively compared to some performances we've seen.
Yeah, I think it's been disciplined, being committed on the defensive side of the puck, and probably not being as flashy offensively or trying to carry too many pucks into areas that we might perhaps turn them over. It's disappointing. Proud of the effort, proud of the commitment. It's a little bit short.
So many a time I've seen a player wearing their dad's shirt. I think this is the first time I've ever seen a player wearing their son's shirt.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a choice of 93 Jack or 25 Sam, so I went with Sam because it was a bit smaller. Jack's is a little bit bigger for me. Look, Sam fully deserves this shirt. I'm only in it for a short time while we're in need.
You're not ordering one for yourself then? We're not bringing the number 20 back.
If we can sell a number 20 Christmas shirt, we might just do that. But we'll see. Hopefully we can get a body or two back for next weekend's game to Slough or Bracknell or Bees, whatever they're called.
A great performance, though, and well done to you and all the guys, and get yourself a well-earned rest.
And a beer. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you so much for watching the live stream. That's player coach Tom Watkins literally playing and putting a performance in on the ice tonight. Thank you so much for watching the stream. We'll be back next week with more ice hockey action. The Telford Tigers on the road at the weekend. And the next home game here at the Telford Ice Rink will be on Wednesday the 22nd against the Sheffield Steel Dogs. Quite a tough challenge. Sean Westlake and the team will have all the commentary action, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Good night.